fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine?
Hi, my name is Jennifer and welcome back to my channel, the CRPS Network. Today I'd like to talk about how to prepare for flights when you have CRPS. There's a few things that you can do just to make the whole process of flying a lot easier, and so I'm going to go through some of those tips now. First of all, I suggest calling ahead. Call ahead to let the airlines know that you have a disability and you may have some special needs. You may need a wheelchair, you may have a service dog that is going to be accompanying you, and calling ahead will just make the process a lot easier when you show up. Okay, so if you don't normally use a wheelchair, you have CRPS in a lower limb, and this is a time I really recommend just taking them up on using their wheelchairs. If you use a wheelchair on a daily basis, obviously you're going to be utilizing one at the airport. But if you have CRPS on a lower limb and you just kind of try your best to get through every day without any assisted devices, this is one time that I'd say take advantage of the wheelchair. So you could call ahead and let them know that you will be needing a wheelchair, and when you arrive at the airport, the area that you check in your luggage or check in, you get your wheelchair there, and this will make the process a lot easier just getting through the airport. We know that sometimes it can be a really long walk, you know, trekking through the airport, going up escalators or stairs, and having a wheelchair will not only make that easier, however, it will also make easier getting through the TSA line. And you know, if you travel at all, that the TSA line could be just treacherous. It could take a long time, and us with CRPS with in a lower limb can be really difficult standing for long periods of time. So this is why another reason the wheelchair is really beneficial. They will take you through a special handicap entrance that is separate from the regular TSA line. So it's not like they're going to get in the regular line with the wheelchair and you're going to have to go through. You're going to get through TSA much, much quicker. So this is not only going to make things easier on you, but it's going to save you some time at the airport as well. They will push you all the way to your gate and leave you there. If you need help getting all the way down the ramp to the airplane, they can assist you with that, or if you're capable of walking the rest of the way, they can just drop you off at the gate. Also, if you have a service dog, just remember that the airlines will want to see a doctor's note that's dated within the last year. And you can just have your physician write you a note saying that you require a service dog, bring that along with you, along with their vaccination records. The airlines will want to see that when you check in. So if you want to bring your service dog, there's no charges. They are not able to charge you any fees, pet fees, and as long as your dog is sitting on the ground in front of you, not taking up a seat, you can bring them for free. They can also sit on your lap or in a carrier, but they don't have to be in a carrier. Okay, so once you get through the TSA line and you arrive at the counter or the area where your gate is, usually there's a couple people there that are, you know, on the computer to answer questions or last minute changes. And this is where I suggest going to the representative at the counter and ask them if they have any seats that have perhaps any extra leg room. If you have CRPS on a lower limb, you can ask for a seat maybe that has extra leg room, or maybe they have a seat that's not next to somebody else so that you have a little extra room. I just explain it to the people at the counter like this: hey, I have a pain nerve condition in that if somebody just elbows me or bumps into me, it can leave my limb with a lot of pain, if not useless, for weeks. And do you have any seats that are not next to somebody else that you might be able to move me to? And 9 times out of 10, they are able to accommodate me. And so this helps to sort of relieve some anxiety for me, not having to worry about somebody bumping into me the entire flight and how that is going to handicap me for the weeks to come. But it also allows for some more space for my service dog too. So it's kind of a win-win. So don't be afraid to ask. Most airlines, like I said, are happy to accommodate you if you just explain that you have a disability. Okay, the next tip I have at the airlines is when you're ready to board. When you're ready to board, if you listen carefully, in the beginning, they will call for any passengers that need extra time due to disabilities. And this means you. So I always take advantage of this and do early boarding. This gets you even boarded before first class gets to board. And this just lets you have a little more time to get your baggages in the overhead. We know, especially if you have CRPS in an upper limb, it may be difficult getting your bags up there. You may need to ask from some assistance from one of the airline employees, or maybe another passenger if they can help you. But sometimes just getting all this done can take a little extra time, getting your service dog in place. So don't be afraid to board early and have that extra time. Also, don't be afraid when you're on the plane, especially for long periods of time, to get up and move to keep your blood circulating. You definitely don't want to just be on a flight for multiple hours and not have your limbs moving. So especially in a sitting position, if you can get up and move around, walk up and down the aisles a little bit, that can be helpful, especially on longer flights. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to mention about flights is if you have your disability is so severe that maybe flying a regular commercial flight is not an option for you. Perhaps you have to be in such a position, maybe your leg has to be in such a position that doesn't allow for you to be just in a regular airline seat. There are flights called Angel flights, and I'll leave a link down below in the description to their website. But what this is an organization that provides flights to people with disabilities in need that aren't able to fly the conventional ways, and they do free flights based upon need. So anyways, I'll leave the information down below in case you're interested in something like that. And if you have any suggestions on dealing with flights better, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. All right, so that's it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I make new videos every week, so click on the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of when I make the next one. Till next time, take care.